What's going on, guys? I've got a new build for you guys in 0.85. Since quite a few changes have happened, I wanted to go ahead and give you this new build here. By the way, guys, if you're looking to create your own SCUM server, make sure you do so with GGHOST here. You can get 50% off of your first month using my link in the description and my code mikealpha at checkout. So make sure you use that link and that code mikealpha at checkout so you can get 50% off your first month with GGHOST. These guys have really great support, whether it be SCUM or another game, so make sure you guys check that out. So let's get it rock and rolling right away. One thing, obviously, the best overall build is a quad 3 build, as I would call it, but I want to go into a different build, and this is the one that I'm currently really enjoying right now. It is the 3, 2.5, and then the 3, 3.5. So we got 3, 2.5, 3, 3.5. Mega Wang as usual. And here we go. I want to go into the advanced rifles category right off the bat because I use the rifles in the game. Now, alternatively, I think a really cool playstyle would be advanced archery. If you want to use any bow in the game, you know, right away, you can use the ballista, you can use, you know, compound bow, all that good stuff. No problem whatsoever. Your shots are more accurate as well, as far as also your pull strength and pull stamina. If you have advanced archery, you can hold that drawstring on the bow a lot longer before your you know, fatigue sets in and you release the arrow automatically. So that is kind of nice. And it also gives you a nice dot reticle, so you can keep that bow drawn and know exactly where you're hitting each time. So those are some ideas. I usually go advanced rifles just because I like to use rifles in the game. It helps with reload speed, quickness, things like that, and as well as you know, stability as far as sway and things like that. Also, it's very beneficial for the sniping that you do in the game because it helps your scope sway be much less. So I'm sticking to advanced rifles, but you could of course go with advanced archery, as I mentioned. Melee, you know, realistically, advanced melee is fun if you're like doing this for PvE and you're doing like a solo build. I would probably take advanced melee because it's very tedious to level this. And if you want the more Walking Dead experience with killing zombies a little bit quicker, smoother, and as well as having some cool combos and stuff like that for melee, I would go with advanced melee. But if you're on a PvP server like me, advanced rifles is what I'm doing, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. Now, I want to go ahead with, we did take 2.5 constitution. I'm gonna go with a medium plus here. Because basically I have confirmed that these stats actually do apply in game. The game does actually register the extra percentage here, so you don't have to you know, have it as a baseline medium or like a baseline basic or something like that. The game will take into account the extra experience points, and so with that being said, you'll probably get around a little about like maybe 67% to like 70% or something like that, you know, in addition to the medium skill here. So you will be getting closer to the advanced a little bit better that way. I'm gonna go with that because I want to be as fast as possible. I don't really worry about endurance or anything like that. I don't worry about food or anything like that, or, you know, infection, stuff like that. So, and the stamina recovery is nice, but you know, having a little extra endurance couldn't hurt, but it will level up over time very easily. So we're gonna go with the running at that, and then I want to go into the dexterity skills. So if you're looking for end game advanced thievery, no questions asked, okay? If you want to be able to basically break open lockers once you hit a certain strength level, like around 8, with an advanced thievery, you can break those lockers open like pretty instantaneously. So I would go ahead and do this. Now, if you want to be a more sneaky ninja style person and you don't mind grinding lockpicking and you're like gonna just absolutely go ham on the lockpicking boards, you could go ahead and take advanced stealth. That's what I would do. I really wouldn't mess with the other two. Demolition's interesting. It can give you, at basic level, it can give you some like explosive arrows kind of stuff, and you can build some bombs and stuff like that. But you can level demolition relatively easy, setting like, you know, spike traps or, you know, punji traps or stuff like that, and nail traps. So I really wouldn't bother with this. I would go with advanced thievery if it was me. And then, but I will say this, the stealth skill is important, because it does give you the ability to be more quiet when, you know, around other players and or the new mechs, because the new mechs are a little bit more picky, potentially. So that's something to think about. But here's what I would do. If in normal case, guys, in all the past builds, I always was like, hey, always, you know, completely max things out. Don't leave anything, you know, under advanced if you can do it. But I'm changing my, you know, my ways, okay? After playing this game long enough, adapting to new playstyles is what we want to do. And we want to give you guys some variety in your builds so you can enjoy the game. So here's what I would actually do. If you want to, you know, I want advanced thievery for my build personally. Alternatively, you could go with like a medium thievery and then like a medium stealth, or you could do a basic thievery, which is still better than none, and you could go with a medium plus stealth. So up to you guys, whatever you want to do. If you want to be a little bit better at the lockpicking, if you're in the base raid or something like that, lockpicking skill is pretty much a necessity. As far as any lockers in game that you find, you can pick them with no lockpicking or basic and it's not a problem, but those chests, player chests, are really hard, and then kill boxes, those are really difficult. Even with advanced thievery, it's kind of tough. Keep it in mind, but for me, I'm going with advanced thievery. And now intelligence, here's why I wanted a little extra in intelligence. If you're a beginner, or even if you're not, and you just don't want to fiddle around with directions, and you just want to get some extra crafting recipes going from the get-go, I'll go with a basic survival. Gives you a north marker on your compass when you're in focus mode using the right click on your mouse, and it gives you, you know, craftable body armor as well as a improvised backpack that's craftable. Gives you a little bit more space, which is really nice compared to the courier backpack. So I would recommend this for sure. And then I would go with a advanced medical, being that the new update has come out with some hot fixes. Engineering is no longer required for messing with car parts and all that stuff. As you saw in one of my previous videos that I've done, I'll go ahead and drop a link or a card. You guys can take a look at that if you want, or at the end of the video. But I will say, advanced medical, man, it is insanely good. It saves my life time and time again, whether it's PvE or PvP. You can drop like a, you know, if you have a C4 bleed, I'm telling you, man, you could get away with about 2 to 3 rags, you're clear. Good condition rags, you're clear. So this is a lifesaver, and it's really tedious and annoying to level up. So I definitely would not bother and waste my life leveling it up. I would either take no medical, and I would take advanced awareness, or, you know, if you want PvP to be your focus and you just don't care if you die, go with advanced awareness because you'll hear players a little bit better, and as well as it'll help you spot players with camouflage. If your awareness skill is higher than their camouflage skill, you should be able to spot them in a bush or something like that. I would probably go with this if you're a serious PvPer, advanced awareness, but if you're not, this will level up over time through finding items in your vicinity and putting items in and out of inventory and all that stuff, pulling them out of lockers, put them in your inventory. So, or just scatter a bunch of items on the ground. There used to be a way you could like scatter a bunch of lockpicks all over the ground and kind of watch your XP bar level up. You could certainly do that if you want. I'm not sure if they patched that or not, but we'll certainly test it in a future video possibly. But I really, really, really love advanced medical. I've done so many tests with it. I love advanced medical. So that is what I would do. Now, realistically, again, advanced engineering, you can get that by cutting trees and doing blueprints for certain items and stuff like that for like building items. And so your survival skill will level up through doing certain crafts, dropping trees and stuff like that under the survival tree. I would not bother with engineering. I would not start out with medium engineering anymore, so it's no longer required for working on cars. So if you're totally fine with grinding things out, please, please, please keep those skill points and put them into something like advanced medical. And alternatively, before like the normal build, which is like the quad 3 build. So 3 strength, 3 constitution, 3 dexterity, 3 intelligence. You do similarly what I've already done. You do advanced rifles, you do advanced running, you do advanced thievery or advanced stealth, and then I would do either advanced awareness or advanced medical. For hunting, you know, advanced awareness might be nice. It might help you spot clues a little bit quicker for knowing, you know, what direction to go in and for getting those clues for the hunt to be successful. Or PvP, obviously you can hear the footsteps of other players so much better. You can also find other items highlighted for you at a distance a little bit. So just consider that. But that's basically the build. But by the way, about 95% of you guys are not subscribed to this channel. So if you guys want to, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can see more build guides as well as gameplay and beginner's guides here on this channel. And I always appreciate the support and engagement you guys provide. Like I said earlier, guys, make sure you hit the link in the description so that you can go ahead and get access to that 50% off your first month with GGHOST using my link below and the coupon code mikealpha. I know a lot of you out there are interested in creating your own game servers, from whether it be SCUM or another game, and this is a great service to do that with, and they have great support and customer service as well. And I appreciate you guys as always, and remember, be alpha. See you in the next one.